So Faf, could you just talk us through what it was like batting out there, particularly with David in the last sort of 15 overs or so when the runs were flowing? It must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it did feel good. We were talking a lot in the middle, and I thought today the way we set up the game was really good. Our tempo of our innings, because it was tough in the beginning. Obviously losing 3 wickets early doors, and they were bowling really well. Sort of just absorbed the good bowling and kind of like waited for an opportunity to starting putting some pressure back on, and I felt that started happening around the 35th over, around there. And then it was just, it was trying to have a bit of fun. Obviously, I don't hit the ball as far as Dave, so I've got to run a few more twos. But it was, it's really good to see us putting it together on a big game in the last game where we need to obviously win the series, and we had a big challenge for ourselves this morning to try and put in our best performance today, and I'm so pleased that we could do it.
Can you just tell us a bit about David's innings? He's probably not overly well known to Australian fans. He's done well in South Africa. Just tell us a bit about him and what he brings.
Yeah, what I like about him is he's got different paces to his game. Everyone knows that he's got power. He's always had power. He's always shown that in the IPL that he's got power. But I think what's important in one-day cricket is you need to have different gears. You can't just come in and play one way. I think he'll be very inconsistent, and there's a few players who try and go that way, and then they show inconsistency. So with Dave, it's about understanding his blueprint of how to score runs, and he did that now in 2 games in a row where absorbed, played cricket shots. So that was good. It's almost like playing Test cricket for 15 overs, where you just make sure you're getting good positions, and he did that really well today. And then when he gets through that, and he's got 10, 15 overs at the end, he's up there with the best in terms of clearing the ropes.
I suppose we can get both of your perspectives in a moment, but the DRS decision in the 34th or whatever it was, can you sort of talk us through what happened there?
Just a quick discussion between myself and Dave. Dave asked me what I reckon. I said I think it's pretty close, but let's have a look. Turned around to the umpire and said we'll refer that. I don't think he heard me. And Dave said about 5 seconds later, we'll refer it. He was like, no, your time's up. And I just said to him, well, we said it like 8 seconds ago. So he was like, oh, okay, didn't hear you. And then moved on from that. But obviously missed the stump. So lucky for him and for us.
And were you conscious of going on with the after you had the chance off with Carey? Were you conscious of going on from there?
Excuse me, sorry.
After Carey dropped that catch, I think you were on 29 from Maxwell. Put one down. Were you conscious?
Yes. I forgot about that. I was hoping that I was like one of those good days where you had a chanceless innings. But thanks for reminding me. Good bowling. I thought Maxi bowled well there. That first 2 overs. Bowled a bit slower, the ball was, if you bowled a bit quicker, it skidded on, he bowled a bit slower, so he created the chance. I don't know how difficult the chance was. I just felt there was a nick, and then relief that he dropped it.
How was it in the field when Marsh and Stoinis were getting going? It sort of looked like they were going to put on a similar partnership to what you guys did. Yeah,
you could see that they almost try to, not copy, but play the same way, absorb for a while, knowing that it will get easier. Target the spinner, because the wicket was tough to bowl spin on. It was just skidding on. I wasn't spinning much, and also 2 very, very good strikers of the ball. So the 2 of them batted really well, and put the Australians in a position where we felt like it was going to be a close finish. But the nature of chases like that, when you continuously need to get 10, 11, 12 plus and over, if you can get a wicket as opposition, then it becomes difficult again, because it's only easy because the 2 guys are set. They understand the pace of the wicket. They're reading the ball as well. But as soon as we got that wicket, the whole tempo of the innings dropped.
I know these last 2 matches were very close, but Australia changed their batting order today. There's a few things that don't look like they've clicked there with their batting. Do you see any areas there at the top where they could improve?
I think today was, I've said that they've got a very good bowling attack. I think so surprisingly, we batted really well against them. I mean, you don't think that you'll take an attack like that for so many runs at the death. So, yeah, bowling-wise, pretty good. I think batting, as I said a few times, you do feel that there's an opportunity for you if you get into the middle order, if you get wickets up front, whether it's Finchu or someone like that early. As an opposition captain, you do feel like there's a little sniff for you in the middle there if you can get them 2 or 3 down. And as I said, I mean, I think we're in a similar position with the batting. Our bowling is doing really well, but we're just looking for guys to put their hands up to score big runs, because we're also finding ourselves 3 down or 4 down when it comes to 20 or 30 overs, and then you are under pressure, especially just playing 7 batters. So obviously the pleasing thing today is that we have 2 batters getting big scores. So if you do have, I suppose, a less dangerous batting attack, 30s and 40s is not going to do anything. So that's the thing that I assume that they will try and improve on. If they don't feel their batting lineup is as good as it can be, is to make sure that the guys, when they do get in, they need to score big runs.
And Faf, you've got on top of Chris Lynn pretty well in this series. But if you're an opposition captain, is he something you would fear at a World Cup? And where do you think he's best suited to bat?
I don't know enough about his game to know where's the best place for him to bat. I do feel that he's going to give you a chance from a bowling point of view. So because he's an X-factor player that wants to go hard at the ball, it creates an opportunity for us as a bowling attack to try and get him out. Yeah, that's obviously we've got a bit of pace in our attack, so that helps that you can push him back. He looks like he's comfortable when the ball's a little bit slower and it's just 130s. He tries to bully that pace. So the nice thing is we do have pace in our attack just to make sure that he doesn't get to free his arms consistently.
David, could you just talk us through your perspective of that LBW appeal? Because it looked from our point of view that you were sort of half walking off. Did you think you were gone?
No, I said to Faf, I think it's missing. It's going over the top and wide, and then we referred it.
Did you?
No, it was always a bit tight. Obviously, I did shuffle around a bit, and it wasn't turning much. So I knew it was going to be pretty close. I said to Faf, I'm not too sure. He said it looked pretty close or pretty straight, but we just refer it anyway. So it was one of those where you just hold your breath and sort of hope for the best.
Did you do the signal at all? Because I don't know whether we
So Faf did it first. Obviously, the umpire didn't see or hear, but then I then told him we're referring. He said it's too late. Then I said, no, well, Faf's he's actually shown it like that. So then obviously went upstairs.
Did you think even the commentary team have sort of done the countdown, I suppose, from when the dismissal was made? But did you feel out there that maybe you had left it too long, even when Faf had done it?
Oh, it wasn't really going through my mind at that stage, to be honest. It's
a very Australian-centric question, but have you ever been approached to play Big Bash cricket in Australia? I know the seasons overlap, and a follow-up from that, given you're not playing first-class cricket anymore, is that a greater possibility going forward?
I have been approached a few times, but obviously it overlaps with our local cricket, which is understandable, and that always comes first. So we'll just have to wait and see in the next couple of years how it plans out. As for now, nothing.
So will not playing first class cricket, will that help that?
Oh, it's only 2 or 3 weeks that I'm going to miss out of local cricket over that time. So outside of that, there's always cricket, either one-day series or you finish off with a T20 or one-day local stuff. So it doesn't give much breathing space over that time.
Who wants to sign it?
No, that.
Thanks a lot for me, by the way.
We can't afford
Dave, just one last question. You played with David Warner in Canada earlier in the year, which I know is probably a bit of a different kind of tournament to what you're used to playing. But what did you see from him there? And do you see him? Do you think he comes automatically back into this one-day outfit?
It was my first time, obviously, being in a part of him in a team. So I'd never really been. I didn't know how he was as a person or at all. But I honestly, I haven't thought like that far for Australian cricket. I don't know. I can't comment on that because I just don't know how it's going to pan out in the next couple of months.